Welcome to the Nelly Fantasy Football League playoff preview. Fortunately, me and my co-host did not be together today. But that's okay. Scheduling, sicknesses, stuff happens. But we're still going to deliver this video to the league as promised. As always, we need to preview these games. Got it. So, what's going to happen? We're not going to talk about anybody else except the 4 teams in the playoffs. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Alex, you're not watching this. But last place. Next person I'm going to be talking to, video like this, face to face, is you. I'll find you. Thank you. So we're going to kick off the playoff preview by kicking it over to my brother, who is on location at his own house. John, take it away.
Thank you, Steven. It's good to be back for the playoff preview. Congratulations to the 4 lucky teams to make it to the playoffs. Steven, April, Jason, Omar. Omar and Jason, you scored 5 more points than me. Omar, you got 1 more win. Jason, you got 2 more. You know what? Hey, I'm still happy to come out here and make my predictions. I think it's going to be an exciting playoff. Will Steven, the powerhouse all season, will he take it home? That's for me to decide. So I'm going to preview that matchup. Steven versus Omar. We got the hotness right now, which is Omar, versus Steven. Steven's been killing it all season. The team's been good. Carried by Joe Mixon, carried by Lamar, carried by Kyron, Chuba Hubbard. But Omar's got quite the squad going right now. Josh Allen is setting records, literally setting records. Devontae Adams is finally playing up to that Jets trade. Justin Jefferson is him. Josh Jacobs is him. So it's going to be a tight game. Who do I think is going to win? Well, examining the matchup like I just said, Omar has got all the hot players right now, so that's definitely in his favor. But Josh Allen's had to put a lot on his back the past couple of games, you know. Shootouts against the Rams, shootouts against the Lions. It's not going to be shootouts against the Pats or the Jets. Both those teams suck ass. So he's going to come back down to earth, and I think that's going to make this a pretty even matchup. It's still tough to call. Omar's got the 5-point prediction. I got on my phone right here. Sorry, we're working on the fly here. You know, Steven's going to do his best to, make sure our news coverage is nice and fluid. But we have different camera technology. You know what? My prediction. I can't remember when I made the hot prediction. I think it was like maybe the 2nd episode of the season. But I think my brother's going to win. So I think my brother's going to win it all. I'm going to stand by my brother. It'll be the second time he wins. He'll be like the 3rd 2-time winner. Omar, you have a great team. You're coming on hot, which is exactly the time you need to. We'll see if you can have a little more magic, but I'm going to pick Steven. It'll be exciting to see. You know I'm going to be watching. Me and Kevin are going to be duking it out in the consolation bracket. So are the rest of the losers. Alex, congratulations on last place. I know you're thrilled. I'm excited for you to find out. I'm sure you have no idea at the moment, but maybe you do. Maybe. I don't know. Well, good luck to the playoffs teams. Omar, Steven, whoever wins, I just want it to be a high score. Let's get it up in the 150s. Back to you, Steven.
Wow. Great points you made there. I haven't seen your video. I don't know who you picked. Hopefully it's me. I'm going to imagine, I'm going to be honest, you probably picked Omar. Doesn't matter. But the matchup that I have been tasked with deciding is Rollin on Hubs, Jason Hubble, and Grape Apes, April and Nelly, my wife. A lot of factors here. April had a really strong early start, really strong season overall, and Jason also had a really strong season overall. They finished with the same record, I believe, but Jason just inched past her in the final week to take this number 2 seed. Really, it doesn't matter. They're going to face each other no matter what. But the fact that I looked at here to decide who was going to win this game is they faced off twice in the regular season. And twice, Jason defeated April. Now, history would dictate that would mean 3 times a charm. But I'm going to go the opposite way here. I think April takes it. And again, I don't know who John picked. I'm assuming Omar. But I'm going to say that I won that. And then it's the married couple. And before the season, this guy, this jerk, Christian, made a video and said, oh, you guys do this, you guys do that, and at the end of the year, the Anellis and the Hubbles decide who wins. And you know what? That's exactly what's going to happen. And her dip is delicious. How fucking dare you? So, we do have one more segment, and I don't know what this is. I'm quite excited to see it myself. I'm going to throw it back to my brother. John, whatever it is you got, I don't know.
You know, this is an exciting project for me. I had this idea a couple weeks ago. And you know what's so funny is this is just the smallest tip of the iceberg of what I could do for you as your rightful commissioner. And you know, I try to improve the league. I try to make these suggestions. Steven and his cronies come after me in the chat. And you know what? Now you guys know just the smallest little thing I'm capable of, all right? This is what I bring to the league. This is the improvements that I have. So through the powers of editing, Steven's gonna put my hard work up on the screen now. So a few weeks ago, Omar, specifically week 14, Omar put up 175.3 points. I was like, man, that's gotta be up there as one of the highest scorers. So you know what? I went back and I looked through the archives and I dug and let me just say, it was quite the trip down memory lane. Seeing some of the team names, some of the people that used to be in this league, it was good fun. Shout out to, in 2013, Don't Drop the Soap, Aaron. That was my personal favorite name. That has to be an Aaron Hernandez reference, but made me crack up. But yeah, anyways, highest scorer in league history is not, in fact, Omar. Omar's 6th on the list. The highest in league history was a dear old friend Pat, RIP. 194.7 against downtown Funky Stuff Malone, beaten down on Kevin in 2018. This was like pre-PUBG days. I don't even know if they knew each other like that then, but you know what? That was literally insane how much points Pat put up. I thought Omar would be a lock for one of the highest. And you know what? Going back in the past few years, he was, but once I got to 2020, 2019, you started seeing some old names. Smoking Aces, Hooper Scooper, Wisconsin Stoppers. Putting up some points. You know, I tried to see what the teams were at them, but the archives just don't go back like that. But it is pretty interesting to see, you know, what is capable, what some people in these leagues' history has been capable of. So the benchmark I had was a top 150 or 150 points, and there were 31 performances in history above that. I was a little disappointed. I only saw my name on there once, but you know what? At least I made it. Number 14, I'll take it. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Jason. Even Steven got his name up there. Omar, I think, is only on this list once, but he's on between 164 and 150. Steven, I'll send you the rest of this list. You can edit it as you will. But yeah, so it's, you know, it's interesting to look at this. These are stats that I think will be fun to dig in more. And as your real commissioner, this is the type of work you're going to see from me a little more going forward. You know what? You better not fucking mock me in the chat, Jason. You better not talk shit about me in the chat in Spanish, Christian. Anyways, thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed. I'm excited to see how the playoffs shake out, and I'm excited to dig in the numbers a little more. And, you know, let's see what we can find together.
Omar, April, Jason, Steven, that's me. Good luck this weekend. Good luck in the playoffs. And maybe we'll catch up with you before the finals. We'll see how ambitious I'm feeling next week during Christmas. Merry Christmas, also. And Omar, I just want to say one last thing directly to you. After I do the impossible, according to what many people are telling me, and defeat you this weekend, give your pulse a tug. Merry Christmas.